Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast. Did you know that plants are truly amazing? Not only can you grow them and eat them, you can also wear them, drink them, nourish your skin with them, and so much more. Let Ellen and Michael inspire you to love plants as much as they do, as they chat with the movers and shakers in this wonderful plant-based world. So, let's dig in.
Series 6 of the Plant-Based Podcast is brought to you with the help of Vivara UK. Vivara are a team of garden wildlife experts, and their mission is to make nature accessible to everyone. They provide ideas and solutions to create more wildlife habitats, from large green spaces to small urban areas. Join them at vivara.co.uk today. Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast News.
Your horticultural news roundup for the week.
A council in Cornwall has banned daffodils in case people eat them. The local authority has said it will not plant new daffodil bulbs in future in light of a recent health and safety training course. The new rule has been labelled bonkers by just about everyone.
Bonkers indeed. Now, 10 young people from across the globe have joined a new youth board set up by food awareness organisation ProVeg International. They're pushing for food system change to tackle the ongoing climate crisis.
April Fools this year ranged from the middle-aged people of horticulture movement to Seagate Iris and their water pellets. And courtesy of our very own Mr. Plant Geek, with his instant Dutch bulb flowering solution. How many people did you trick?
5%. So, Hazel Park in Michigan City Council have passed a resolution on Tuesday that decriminalizes psychedelic plants and fungi, including magic mushrooms. The decriminalization means the investigation of adults who plant, cultivate, purchase, transport, distribute, or possess entheogenic plants is the lowest law enforcement priority for the city of Hazel Park.
I'm off to Michigan. Slug pellets are no longer legally allowed to be sold or used. The popular treatment for keeping slugs off plants has been used since the 1940s. But as they contain metaldehyde, an organic compound toxic for slugs and other gastropods, they can no longer be used in the UK. They can poison other animals that eat the slugs, such as hedgehogs, birds, and even dogs. Slugs and snails are no longer classed as garden pests.
And finally, cycads have changed a great deal since they first appeared around 280 million years ago. But now, cycads are the most threatened group of organisms assessed to date. Threats from unsustainable human activities can drastically alter populations and habitats at a very fast pace. At the University of Antigua, Cristina Lopez Gallego says, and they cannot be compared to the natural events that cycads have experienced in their evolutionary history. So things are changing at quite a pace. Ding dong. Right, my cover's off. I'm snuggling down. Go for it, Ellen.
Can I see your face now or not?
Oh yeah, sure. But I've got my notes to make sure I know what to chat to you about because you know, frankly, when I'm with you, Ellen, conversation does not flow naturally. and I need that help. Oh, don't take a picture of me. It's just like, I told you I hate this angle.
Oh, because you're so shy. Right, okay.
Hey, what's going on
how
with
you
the weather,
doing
Ellen?
over there in the Netherlands?
Well, having weather.
Well, same here.
I know, honestly. What's going on?
I just got back from yours and I got into mine and it absolutely hammered down with rain. It was thunder and lightning. I was like, it's the 6th of April.
Oh my gosh. Did you break? I hope you didn't break my house.
There is nothing that has been broken, I'm pleased to let you know.
What did you knock over?
I haven't knocked anything over. I didn't make any mistakes and I didn't do any damage.
I'm really not prissy about anything, to be honest. If you did knock someone over, I'd be like, whatever. How's my black kitchen?
Oh, I really like it. It's a lovely colour. Like last time I was there.
Did you take a picture for me?
Not of your kitchen.
Oh, I haven't even seen it.
Hang on a minute.
You done while I was away.
No, I never knew.
Oh, no one sent me a picture of my black kitchen. The guy who painted it didn't send it to me. My cleaner didn't send it to me. What do I have to do to get a picture of my black kitchen?
Hang on a moment. Can I just ask you a question? When you say your black kitchen, do you mean the walls or the cupboards?
The walls.
Michael, I don't think your kitchen is black yet.
It should be.
I don't remember your... I mean, I've been in your kitchen a fair bit, but I didn't notice that the walls were black.
But it's not that wall, you see. You might not have noticed because it's not black there.
What wall was it then? Which wall?
Like all the ones that were dark blue.
Oh, okay. So
well, anyway, tell me about the garden. The kitchen's the least
really
of my worries.
Sorry, it's really pretty.
Ellen, we're not going to say what plants they were, but you sent me a picture of some plants and you said there's been some casualties. And I replied to you, I said, oh, no worries, I'm happy they're dead. But do not say what they were.
I'm not going to say. I will not say. Don't worry. First of all, outside is looking really pretty, because you've still got the daffodils, albeit kind of a bit rain battered now, like all of us. But they're all flowering and they look really lovely. And you've got your first tulips coming up as well. And the colours are looking so nice. Like the colours all match so beautifully. So we always think when we go away that our gardens are going to all completely and utterly fail without us, but they usually just do their merry thing, don't they?
I don't think it'll fail without me. I just think it'll peak while I'm not there.
It hasn't. Do you know, we've got that kind of funny weather where we're early April and we do get showers in April, hence April showers, but the weather's been pretty cold and grim, hasn't it? And I kind of wonder if there is even going to be a peak moment in the April garden, because...
Oh, what? You think it's going to be stretched out, which is kind of nicer almost? No?
I'm not sure, because most of the daffodils have flowered now, and then many are now a bit bedraggled because of the weather, and then they'll go over. The tulips that are out, that I've got out, have also, most of the petals, not all, but a lot of the petals have been blown off and they're gone now.
Really?
So I'm kind of sort of wondering if there will be this peak moment or if it's kind of just going to peter out a little bit now. I guess it depends on where you live in your garden and whether you've got early or late tulips.
Oh, that makes me really depressed.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just gardening. Like it happens some years, but then next year when
makes you really depressed and you just sit there and laugh.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. I said sorry first.
Yeah, whatever. It's like my mum always says that. She's like, not to be nasty, but and then she says something really nasty.
Just like,
not to be nasty, but that scarf does not suit you.
This is just the reality of gardening, isn't it? I guess.
But I remember last year,
the
daffodils were out alongside the tulips, almost like a tag team. But there's no chance of that this year, is there?
Well, you've got tulips and daffodils out in your garden now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But do you know what? I'm very annoyed because I've mentioned it probably every week for a year, but so many of those tulips did not come for a second year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I need another 4 minutes to complain about it. Can we schedule that in?
40 seconds, not 4 minutes, no.
Well, it's just disgusting. not happy. Anyway, more about you.
I was just going to say your houseplants are all looking completely fine.
Yeah, apart from the ones I'm happy that are dead.
It's very cold in there because obviously there's no heating and there's no one there, so they don't need watering, and they kind of all seem a little bit like they're still in their winter dormancy because they haven't quite had the warm weather yet.
Were they
but
surprised
there was
you're there?
some.
Were they like, what the hell are you?
You must check your bathroom ones.
Oh, I know, but I'm not bothered about that.
You should be bothered about that.
What do I do? It has what do I do?
So that you've got a couple of plants in there that have got mealybugs. Yeah. And we'll get I always get them. They're a nightmare.
Oh, I'm not ashamed. Don't worry.
But they will spread, and you'll find if you get a really big infestation, that will be problematic. You'll have to throw the plants away, or they might go onto other plants, and that can be a pain.
How do they get there?
They come in on plants that you bring in.
No, but how will they get to the other plants?
If you knock them or move them, or I guess they can get there themselves. They're little bugs. Bugs can crawl.
I'm just curious,
Curiouser and curiouser.
Do they fly? Do they fly though?
I don't think mealybugs fly. No, they crawl.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how they would get to other ones.
Yeah, they will crawl. But say you've got a plant that's hanging up in the bathroom on the tiles, it can easily crawl across the tiles and get to the next plant in line.
Really? Oh my God.
Or if you knock them, or mealybugs are a bit of a nightmare. So people use neem oil diluted with water, not to be used outside, but inside plants, people use that. And the other thing is rubbing alcohol diluted with water, and then you have to clean the plant.
Oh, what, each individual one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what about if I just spray it in the shower? Will it knock them off, or no?
It might do, but I don't think so. No, I don't think that will get rid of them. No.
And that's probably not a plant that I'm happy to die, really.
No, it's a lovely plant. Yeah. Interestingly, mine had mealybugs, exactly the same plant.
Oh, really? Oh, God. Well, we always say houseplants, they don't really want to be in your house, do they?
No, they want to be in there.
That's not their destiny.
But basically everything was looking marvellous, so all is good.
Thank
and I'm really sorry I didn't notice your newly painted kitchen walls.
It should have still smelled of paint.
It didn't smell of paint.
You should have been sniffing the walls.
When were they painted?
Probably about a week ago now. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you see the garage is a different colour? It's
the
a very
wall?
well, if you didn't even notice the garage, then hell and high water you would notice the kitchen. It's like a grey, because I was obsessed that the white was confusing for the birds, and they thought it was a mirror, or they were in Spain.
Oh, it's like a light grey. Yeah. I'm pretty sure
I didn't want Spanish birds.
I don't think the birds would have minded the colour.
I know, but I was worried I'd get Spanish birds. And I wasn't having it.
What are you like?
Oh, dear. How's your
Talking
garden,
of tulips, though, please tell me about the tulips, because I saw your photographs of the tulip fields covered in snow, and that looked pretty amazing.
I know. That's quite a moment, to be honest, because they don't often get snow in April. So to get the photos of the fields that way, not quite tulips, because tulips are not quite through, only the early ones. It's mostly on the hyacinths, and hyacinths, they're pretty strong. They're like little soldiers, so they're kind of looking good. But the daffodils, it just collapses them. And even at the Kirkenhof, there's kind of whole batches of daffodils that are just flawed. And it's like, it's a little bit sad, but yeah.
That is
but
sad.
More will come. Yeah. But it's I think it's not the best season for them, really, in terms of there's just not been that much light. And you know how Kirkenhof is, especially in the trees, and they've got lovely, what are they, like hornbeam, which then, the light kind of filters through in a really gorgeous way. And I just haven't seen that, just haven't had that feeling there.
Yeah. It's been a very weird spring. It has been very dull. It's just not enough sunshine and warmth.
No. But then obviously the tulip, because you've been to is it Willem Alexander Pavilion? Where all the tulips are inside in the beds. Yeah. So you totally get a tulip fix whatever time of year you go. I wonder if they did it for that, actually. They probably did, because
maybe.
people expect to see tulips, don't they? Yeah.
Just in case of inclement weather, there's at least tulips that you can see when you go.
I love that word, inclement weather.
Yeah.
It's like it only was invented like a few years ago, though, wasn't it?
I don't know about that. I think my mum always used to say
that word.
Is it the weather inclement, Ellen?
Inclement. Not that like citrus fruit.
Not that she speaks poshly like that whatsoever. What else have you been up to over there in the Netherlands?
Where's I been? Oh, this morning I was at the auction, which was cool.
Tell us
when you're in there and there's all those little desks, it's like you're about to sit an exam. And everyone's there bidding for the flowers on the trolleys. Then you see the trolleys going around. I took some really cool time-lapse, videography of it as awesome. Well. And see some really cool plants and some really, I'm going to do a reel of it actually, some really scary creations as well. They started doing some different things. And I had quite a conversation with the guy. It's like, we're always so, we're happy to cut a bunch of flowers, which is technically killing the plant the moment you cut it and put it in a vase. But the minute you felt it or put dye on it, it's then a step too far. But you've already killed them by cutting them off the plant. So you might as well have a bit of fun with them. But the next frontier seems to be felted Ellen Mary tulips.
Okay.
So they're covered in felt. You know, like at Christmas when you have that kind of fake snow on the trees that they spray on, like a felt, sprayed felt. And that is, oh my God. And there was sweet peas in lovely kind of shabby chic brown colours that were obviously dyed. Oh my God, that's going to set you off because sweet peas are kind of sacred, aren't they? Oh my God.
No, I know it hasn't. I actually trying to picture it. I'm kind of like, wow. Is it so? This is after they're cut.
Yeah, because I think that's where they draw up the dye. Because
brown sweet peas.
I need to watch some videos on how this dye works. What?
I think that sounds amazing.
Really? Oh my! I thought you wouldn't approve.
So you know what? I do think there's an argument for and against. The for is, like you said, you've cut them; they're dead.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You know,
so you can play with them.
Yeah, play with them, like make them make floral designs with them, which might mean different colours and stuff. That's great. And then I guess the against is that all flowers look amazing as they are in their natural state. Why do we need to change them anyway? You know, so there's like those two.
But you might say that about anything, really. You know, people are lovely in their natural state. Why wear lipstick, you know? I don't know.
I haven't got any makeup on, Michael. None. Can you tell?
Yeah, no, I know. People just got to relax. People just got to relax a bit, you know. Just, I don't know. And there was also, because I don't know if I fully understand this dyeing process, because the guy said to me, like with the chrysanthemums, the rainbow ones, they like split the stem in 4 and put in a different colour for each. But I've tried it at home with the food dye, but he says it needs to be warm for the plant to bring it up. So I'm actually going to test it with some warm, like cochineal, that sort of stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they draw them up in different ways. Or some might be sprayed, because they had some gorgeous anthuriums, which obviously sprayed like with an air spray. What'd they say? What's that thing they do on Photoshop pictures? Airbrush, that's it. And they were really, really beautiful how they're done as well. It's kind of work of art, really.
I was going to say that's artistic and creative. And when you work with flowers, that is really like a creative job, you know, making your bouquets or making floral displays. That's a really creative thing to do. So I guess it's just taking it to another kind of place, isn't it?
Well, I mean, there's a big conversation to be had around the difference of how, you know, Dutch consumers and retailers approach horticulture and what they can create and how English ones do, because we are so much more achingly purist. And do we need to be? Because that kind of blocks experimentation and personal flair as well, you know?
As long as it's sustainable and environmentally friendly, because obviously there's that, you know, side of it. Yeah. Interesting.
Okay. I don't know. So, nice discussion point, Melon.
That sounds very good. I still can't get over that I didn't know it was your black kitchen walls.
But I'm getting excited about Malvern, I think.
You only think you're getting excited, or you are?
I don't know. I need to check with you first. I don't obviously want to look needy.
Okay, well, I'm excited. I don't mind looking needy.
Oh, God, me too.
Shall I tell you why I feel excited? Because we're both obviously there working, so doing talks, we can go through those in a moment. But often when we go to the shows together, we're there together as kind of guests, as the audience. Like you go and do your talks at shows, I do my talks at shows, and we go to, say, Chelsea Press Day together and walk around. But we don't often get the chance to work together at a show, like doing a talk together at a show or something. So I'm really excited about doing that. We've got a couple of things on. I think the one that I think will be really good fun is we're doing a floral display.
That's it.
Plant off between you and I with Jonathan Mosley. So I think that will be really good fun. We need some creative flair for that one. And we still have dyed flowers.
No, yes, that should be cool. So hopefully people will come along. And I'm doing like weird wacky plant shows and some other thing as well. I can't remember what it was now.
You're heading up the affordable gardens as
yes,
well.
That's it. So. That's it, Ellen. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me what my whole job is at the show.
What are they about? Tell us what the affordable gardens are about.
It's really about having gardens that are more, because I always go to flower shows and the gardens always look a bit kind of like, oh, this looks really nice, but is it kind of achievable? But I like things to be achievable, but in a day-to-day way, because also you sometimes see these gardens that are maybe on the makeover shows that are kind of a bit too bougie for an everyday garden as well. So this is hopefully something that's a little bit in between the two, kind of like a garden that people really would have at home and a space that people really would have to work with. And, you know, we've got kind of one garden is a little bit long and narrow, which is then, you know, you hardly ever see people plant up these long, narrow gardens that you get with a lot of terraced houses from Victorian times. You know, they're quite a weird and awkward space to work with. So kind of trying to offer a bit of support in those kind of regions, really. So, yeah, so I'll be kind of floating around. Maybe I'll do that thing where I invite exclusive people onto the garden for a bit of a, like, what do you call it? Like a bit of chat, and then we make it look like we're really untouchable because then we don't acknowledge the audience or something. We're like, oh, yeah, we're on the garden.
Look at us, we're special, we're on the garden.
And we'll have Lambrusco. Yeah. Yes, that should be really cool, Ellen.
I'm looking forward to seeing those. And we're doing some plant Q&As together, and I'm hosting the nurture stage. So each day I'm like hosting the stage with different guests, and I've got to chat with Carol Klein, which is really cool.
Coolness.
Arit Anderson, you as well. So I get to be hostess with the hostess and introduce everyone and kind of chat with everyone. And it's mainly about well-being, of course, which is my thing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So yeah, I am excited about Malvern.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really varied as well. And we get to stay in a nice hotel. Don't you get excited about hotel breakfasts? Oh, no, maybe you don't.
Not really. First of all, not very good at breakfast, but secondly, so many hotels don't provide anything vegan whatsoever.
I guess you're still vegan, are you?
I might call ahead of time and make sure that they're going to at least have some, like, you know, almond milk or something, so I can have cereal. Yeah.
Yeah, that must be really horrible.
No, it's fine because it's usually only breakfast, and I don't do a lot of breakfast. But it'll be fine. There's always an M&S nearby.
Or chips.
Yeah. Well, I'm quite, by the way, not just M&S. I'm happy with all these. I have a great vegan range, I might just say.
All I've ever seen you eat in public is chips.
It depends where we are. Like some places, if you go to, say I go to a restaurant and someone who's picked it who is a meat eater and they wouldn't have thought about the fact that I'm vegan, which is just how it goes. Yeah. They wouldn't have necessarily looked on the menu and thought, oh, is there anything Ellen can eat? And then I'll turn up and it's like salad and chips. But in all honesty, here in the UK, they've really pushed forward with plant-based food. So almost everywhere you go now has something.
There is an option.
There is at least one option. So yeah, that's all good.
Mm-hmm. Hey, do you know what's hurtling forward? You what?
There will be plant-based options at Malvern too.
I bet there will. You probably didn't agree to it unless there would be.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know what's hurtling towards us like a Dutch trolley that's gone loose? Chelsea Flower Show.
Chelsea Flower Show.
Oh, my flip.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it actually this year, because obviously last year was September. It feels like it wasn't that long ago that we went.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool. Yeah, we've got our press passes.
Yeah.
Ding to the dong, which is nice.
We signed up for press day. It's good to meander around, and you get your photo taken a lot, and quite often I get to hold the bag before you have your photo taken.
Well, I'd shut up. I was a bit confused because I also got an invite from the RHS, so I don't know what that means.
Oh, you'll have to ask them.
Well, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if I could give my press pass to someone else. They could wear a disguise.
We can't divulge the information, but I believe that we actually have a press call at that event. So is your invitation from the RHS to do with the press call or not?
No, it's some other thing. I don't know. I replied and said something funny about what do I wear or something. They haven't replied, so they obviously think I'm quirky. I don't know.
That would be good. It's always good to schmoozy around press day. And I would go any day, but it does get really, really busy, and I quite enjoy going on the day where there's not so many people around.
Well, you're not very tall, are you? So
no, I can't see anything, Michael.
That's cool. And hopefully, I'm booked to do Steph's Pack Lunch that week on Wednesday. So we usually take a few of the trends up there, which is really cool. Last year we did some amazing colours with gladioli and stuff. That was cool.
Nice.
So, yeah,
good.
Try and pick out those trends and replicate them. Defo. Awesome. Yeah. I'm excited with bells on.
Exciting year ahead. What other shows are you speaking at this year?
I don't think I've booked any, actually, because it's very difficult when you get ones towards the summer and you might then end up doing something else. And I'm kind of so I think this year I'm kind of keeping it almost a little bit more lean in that. So what about you? You're at Tatton, right?
I'm at Tatton and Hampton and the big retreat in Wales, but aren't you at Hampton?
Not speaking, no. Are you?
Yeah, Hampton and Tatton, but I'm pretty sure I saw you on the Hampton website as a speaker.
No.
Yeah, you better check.
I don't think so. I don't think they asked me.
Oh, maybe
I'm going to Google it right now.
Maybe I was looking at something different, but I really thought that I did see you.
No, I just Googled it. I can't see.
Okay, so I've got one.
Well, let me know. Why don't you let me know my diary for 2020?
I know it better than you.
Yeah, so no, I feel quite lean on it, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, apart from Hampton that you didn't know that you were doing.
Yeah, we will all double check this, so yeah.
Maybe I was looking at last year's, I'm not sure. Anyway.
No, I have to get back to you on the other ones. Yeah, sorry. I can't think.
Doing a lot of gardening for well-being, including forest bathing and tree hugging and such but one of them I'm doing growing for a plant-based diet and a cookery demo as well. So
cookery demo?
You're very rude to me and you say I can't cook, but that's just not
What, are you going to make courgette something?
No, I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
You only ever cook with courgettes?
You just make things up. You literally just making it up. Anyway.
Oh dear. Where are all your houseplants, Ellen?
Are
they all dead?
I've got none behind me because I'm sitting under the stairs.
What are you doing? You're taking a Zoom call as a horticulturalist with no plants in the shop. I mean, are you absurd?
Wait, but are there any plants behind you?
I'm in an Airbnb, Ellen.
So, as Mr. Plant Geek, I would have assumed you would have got an Airbnb that has plants.
Oh, I'll Airbnb you in a minute.
You Wally.
Oh, Airbnb anyway. Right up your...
Don't be rude. Anyway.
Okay, anything else you wanted to mention? Any other messages you want to get out to your public?
No, I don't think so. Have I missed something?
I don't think so. Have you?
No, I don't think so.
Is that confessing to the public that we actually schedule what we're going to chat about because you're looking at the spreadsheet?
No, I'm not. I've closed the spreadsheet now. We have the spreadsheet open for news, and sometimes we remind ourselves of little things we want to make sure we cover,
of our sub-subjects.
So there is some kind of structure to this gossipy bit, sort of, but not.
Is there such a thing as a sub-subject?
There's got to be, hasn't there?
I know.
Like a subspecies, a sub-subject. Why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been lovely chatting to you, but I'm done with you now.
Yeah, I need to go and eat some more trash Dutch food.
Some more sausage.
Cool. Okay, Millen.
Okay, nice chatting.
I'll see you when you're older.
You too.
Series 6 of the Plant-Based Podcast was brought to you with the help of Vivara UK. Vivara are a team of garden wildlife experts, and their mission is to make nature accessible to absolutely everyone. They provide plenty of ideas and solutions which can help you to create more wildlife habitats, and that's in large green spaces or even small urban areas. Why not go and join them at vivara.co.uk? The music for the Plant-Based Podcast is part of the song Grow by Mikey James, and our editor is Gareth Patch of Semi Echo.